Hey folks, we're live on South Padre Island. It's turned out to be a beautiful evening out here, as it is all across the valley. And by the view, you can't really tell we're on South Padre Island, so I'll let you listen for a second just to prove that we're really here. You can't see it, but you can hear it. It sounds great. That's the sound of the beach. And again, it's a nice evening here. And one of the things we're talking about tonight is how we're still in hurricane season, but for us to be hit in November would be not just unusual, but unprecedented. Take a look at this map that shows November storms within 500 miles of Brownsville since 1900, so the last 116 years. And within 500 miles is like the distance from here to Dallas. And take a look. I mean, there's really nothing even close. Anything that's able to get up in the Gulf gets turned away because the flow carries it eastward. Things just can't get into the western Gulf, and that's 116 years worth of storms, and there's only 5. So really unusual. And to get anything in Texas, you can see nothing that's hit land in Texas. One got to Louisiana, but then got turned away. So it's just not only unusual, but unprecedented. But it's interesting to see what the maps look like and why we don't get them. We showed you earlier why we don't get them, and it's simply the upper level westerly winds kick in and push everything away. Water temperatures beginning to cool off in the Gulf. Northern Gulf now in the upper 70s, Southwest Gulf in the low 80s, and if we go down to the Caribbean, it's still plenty warm down there, and that's why Otto didn't have a whole lot of trouble getting together. Temperatures in the Caribbean, mid to upper 80s in some places, 85 south of Jamaica, 85 over to south of San Juan, Puerto Rico. So if you're going on a cruise down toward the Caribbean, you know, water temperatures are still warm, so air temperatures still very warm out there as well. Now, let's look at Otto. That's Hurricane Otto. It's a Category 1 storm moving off to the west, likely to continue that track, probably striking land as a Category 1 hurricane. You can only move at 2 miles an hour, but right on the Nicaragua-Costa Rica border sometime on Thanksgiving Day. And then it'll go across that small strip of land out into the Pacific, and then it'll just continue to fall apart after that, and that'll be the end of that. And as we get close to the end of the hurricane season, that may be the last named storm of the year. We've had storms even after the end of the hurricane season in December, but that's pretty unusual out in the open Atlantic. Across the valley right now, temperatures in the 70s every place but Rio Grande City, where it's 82. It's 75 on the beach right here where we're standing, 76 in Brownsville right now. You look at tomorrow, and it's like today, but maybe starting just a little warmer. About 69 degrees at 8 o'clock, 82 by lunchtime. We'll have a high right around 85, and then back to 82 by 5 o'clock. Notice spotty shower in there. You know, there's an awful lot of moisture working its way into the valley over the next couple of days. And with that weak front working its way into our region late tomorrow, there could be a shower or two, but we're talking brief, light, and gone. So nothing major. Don't expect a rain event like last Friday night. We just don't see that. This is Futuretrack, and Futuretrack does show the moisture increasing, and it does show the spotty showers, and it's kind of bullish on the rain chances, but I think we're really looking at spotty stuff. Doesn't last very long and moves out. But don't be surprised if your day is interrupted briefly by a shower tomorrow. And that goes for Thanksgiving as well. Notice spotty showers begin to show up second half of the day. The front, it's already history. The winds will already be back out of the southeast by Thursday afternoon. And then late Friday, another front pushes into the region, helps to trigger yet another spotty shower. But as far as cooling, not much. Winds may come out of the northeast for a while late Friday, but right back out of the southeast again very quickly by Saturday. So your rain chances, we go 20, 10, 20. And that's it, and we're talking light stuff each time. Nothing major with any of these fronts. Now, you look at the high temperatures, and the norm is 78, and we're going 85, 85, and 80. So even with that front on Friday, we do cool it off a little bit, but not all that much. So you can see the impact of these next 3 fronts won't be significant. Let's take a look at what's going on here at the coast. If you're headed this way tomorrow to get your Thanksgiving holiday started on the beach, 77 degrees in the morning, southwesterly winds. UV is moderate, as is the rip current risk. The surf temperature still at 75 degrees. Notice how the air temperature stays pretty close to the surf temperature, mainly in the mid-70s. There are 3 tides at the jetties, a low, then a high, then a low. Seas about 2 to 4 feet with a light chop on the bay. Well, let's take a peek. For tonight, across the valley, 68. Not quite as breezy. Wind will die down. And then tomorrow back up to 85. Can't rule out a shower in a couple of spots. Southeasterly winds turning easterly, maybe even northeasterly for a while late in the day as that front comes through. But again, about 85. That front stalls, so we stay at 85 on Thanksgiving. We go to Friday, a spotty shower, slightly cooler for Saturday. We warm back up for Sunday, then another front cools it off a little bit for the middle of next week, maybe bringing in some more sunshine. But the bottom line is we just don't see any big changes, nor any big chances of rain anytime soon. There'll be spotty showers, but nothing widespread. We're talking isolated stuff, and most of it light, most of it fast moving. It gets in and it gets out, so it's just a temporary interruption to your Thanksgiving holiday plans. That's the latest. Live from South Padre Island, Jim Smith, Channel 5 News at 6.